Hello and welcome to Sourav's classes. In my previous video, I have solved many questions regarding the chapter of consumer behavior. Now in this video, I am going to solve some more of it. So here I am starting with the question 9 because I have already solved up to 8. So the question 9 says that suppose a person utility function is given by utility of xy and the two goods are perfect substitutes. So what do you mean by perfect substitute? The perfect substitutes means suppose apple and orange, or burger and sandwich. So two goods for which the consumer is quite indifferent. If the price of one good falls, then the consumption of other good falls, and if the price of one good rises, so the consumption of other good also rises. So basically the consumer doesn't care if the consumer readily substitute between two goods. So this is the concept of perfect substitutes. Now in the case of perfect substitute, you will what will be the shape of the IC? So in the case of perfect substitute, the utility function will be linear and the slope will be constant. So whenever you are facing a utility function which is linear and the slope is constant, then obviously the shape of the IC will be parallel and it will be also linear. So it will be obviously straight lines. This is the correct answer. Now the question number 10 is that bread and apple are the two substitute goods obviously, and a sudden rise in the supply of the flour making bread, the supply of flour making will make bread will result in a fall in price of bread or rise in price of apple, a fall in price of bread and fall in the price of apple, a fall in price of bread and no change in the price of apple, none of the above. Now substitutability actually deals with demand, not with prices, whereas demand depends upon the price of input. So substitutability actually deals with demand. So how if the price of one good rises, then how much the amount of demand of other goods changes. Basically, we see in the case of perfect substitute, when the price of a commodity falls, so its quantity demanded basically rises. So suppose price of P1 falls, so the quantity demanded of its rises. Then if it's perfect substitute, suppose good 2 is perfect substitute, so quantity demanded of good 2 also falls. So the price fall and the quantity fall actually moves in the same direction. Now when the supply of flour making rises, therefore the price of bread actually falls, therefore the quantity of bread rises, therefore the demand for apple basically falls. Now it does not really connect the price of apple. It connects the demand of apple, but it does not connect the price of apple. So option C is the correct answer. The fall in the price of bread, but no change in the price of the apple, at least in the short run. So the option C is the correct answer. And the 11th question is maximize the utility function which is equal to 3 of x1 plus x2 subject to the fact that the budget constraint is p1 x1 plus p2 x2 equals to m, where the price of good x1 is 1 and price of good x2 is 3 and the income is 300. Then we can form the budget constraint as x1 plus 3x2 equals to 100. Then choose which is the correct option that maximizes the utility. Now first, going by the option, in the first option we have 150 of x1 and x2 equals to 50. So if I put here 150 plus 3 into 50, we end up with this, and therefore 300. Now a closer option reveals that for all the rest of the option we have always the budget constant equal to 300. Therefore the budget constant always satisfies. So how to solve the problem? After we see that all the options satisfies the budget constant, then see for which option the utility is maximized. For the option A, the utility is 3 plus 150 plus 50, which is 3 times 200 equal to 600. For option B also it is 600. For option C, it's 3 times 0 plus 100, so basically 300. And for option D, it is 3 times 300 plus 3 times 0, so 900. So as we can see, for option D the utility is maximized, so the option D is the correct answer. So I have solved again some of the problems relating to the consumer behavior. In the next video I will be solving more problems with consumer behavior. Till then, thank you.